Hey everybody, Burgundy here, or Reagan as you might have known me previously. I am here with the first installment of my new series, How to Care for Your Insert MBTI Type here. As they say, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. So we're starting out with the ENFJ this time instead of waiting till the very end. I know a lot of you were eager to know this personality type, which, sure, I didn't know it would be so eagerly awaited. So we will get started. I am an ENFJ myself. We like to be organized. We like to be around people. We like to keep our sights on the bigger picture. And we are huge feelers, especially those of us who are also turbulent. Those of you who have seen 16personalities.com, they have the assertive and the turbulent variations of those personalities. I'm a turbulent, so I'm a little more prone to, anxiety and all that good stuff. Some preferences that your ENFJ friend or spouse or family member may have is a color coordinated closet. If their closet is not color coordinated, it's probably organized by some other variable like, sleeve length or texture or season or whatever. Usually it's pretty organized. Mine is color coordinated, and yeah, I love it. I wouldn't be able to function without keeping my closet like that. 2, fluffy animals. I don't care if you're a dude ENFJ or a girl ENFJ. Fluffy animals. We love them. We love fluffy puppies, fluffy kitties, fluffy ponies, we may not want them as a pet. I do. But, we still appreciate a cuddle every once in a while. Gotta get that, gotta get that puppy time, as I call it. Also, you want to have a comforting beverage collection. Now, that's of your choice. Some people prefer coffee, some people prefer hot chocolate, some people prefer tea. That's up to you. Just make sure you have it well stocked. I have a huge collection of hot chocolate at home. I've got, the salted caramel, the stuff with marshmallows. I have a huge collection of marshmallows that you can use. So if you want big marshmallows or little bitty marshmallows or teeny tiny marshmallows, I got you covered. Some people joke around that your ENFJ needs a soapbox for speech making purposes. You don't need a physical soapbox. That would be hilarious. But it is good to have some kind of social platform for your ENFJ to use to speak to other people about issues that they care for. So, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Twitter, on Snapchat, mine is, call me a dork. Mine's Equestria Amino. That your ENFJ can, talk about stuff that they care about, that they can vent on, not complain about, but just, give a good, rousing, passionate speech. Constant communication is key, whether that's through electronics, whether that's person to person. If an ENFJ has married a fellow extrovert, that's, taken care of right there. But if you have an introvert family or introvert spouse, or you're friends with a lot of introverts like myself, electronics are kind of important. People are probably going to complain that, you're on your device too much. But as long as you're not on your device while you're with friends, because that's pretty rude, it should be okay. Just be sure to limit yourself. Don't go overboard, or it can have some serious health consequences. You need a subscription to some way of getting information about topics that you care about. So if that's social media, that's great. If that's an electronic newspaper or a blog or a newsletter that you can subscribe to, then go for it. Don't deny yourself that, because big issues and the big picture are kind of, they're pretty important to us. You need a lot of literature. This is where I recommend getting a tablet or a really good just ebook collection, something that you can take from and that you can read at will, just during those quiet moments, if you don't want to be alone with your thoughts, which a lot of ENFJs don't like that. And I'm totally with you. Another thing that you need in order to properly care for your ENFJ, you might want to get a etiquette manual. This is mostly because intuitively we know what's socially acceptable and what's just plain rude. Not to say a lot of us that ENFJs can't be awkward. Oh my gosh, we can totally be awkward. If you want to see the awkwardness, just come over to our house. I'm very, very awkward, or I can be. Teenage years were no, but I never was rude to anybody. My etiquette was on point, to the point where people were like, that's really outdated, Reagan. You don't need to do that anymore. And I was like, yeah, but I want to. For an ENFJ, you are going to have to expect them to have a burning life purpose. They're going to have all these ideas, all these little, projects that they'll have, but they are going to have this huge idea, this huge goal that they are going to pursue with everything they've got. I'm not kidding. Everything. They're not going to rely on anybody else to make it happen. That's going to be them. They're going to be the ones who are chasing that and pursuing that and really just gung-ho, kick butt, go out and change the world kind of thing. So expect that. Be supportive. It's going to be exhausting sometimes, and you may have to take your ENFJ by the hand and just say, hey, relax. It's going to be okay. You're going to accomplish this. You need to take a break. It reminds me of of a scene from Parks and Recreation where Leslie Knope is she's got this work block, and she's trying to come up with this new idea, and she's going insane, and she's wanting to pull an all-nighter, and Ron Swanson has to come and say, stop. You can lock you in your room so you can go to sleep and recharge. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You may actually have to do that. It's not an exaggeration. Okay, maybe a little bit, but still, it's pretty on point. Your ENFJ is going to have some sort of creative hobby, or maybe a ton of creative hobbies. Fellow ENFJs, if you can relate, let me know in the comments below. I am an artist. I draw pictures. I am trying to become an animator. I sing. I play the piano, the violin, and the recorder. That instrument that Dwight Schrute plays that just, grates on the ears. Yeah, I know how to play that. I dance. I write parody lyrics. And let's see, I took a fashion class. I was trying to become an image consultant. That didn't really pan out, but I'm still glad that I took the classes. I'm also an author and an editor and a publisher. So, expect to have a ton of hobbies. Your ENFJ is going to be busy, and they'll have this huge selection of just activities that you can take and do together and just have fun. Just be aware that they prefer to be busy. We got to keep moving, and even at nighttime, it's still, our minds are just going 200 miles per hour, and it's a little difficult to slow down sometimes. That's the reason we have a ton of hobbies. Being a Fae, when we're in groups, we want peace to ensue in the groups. So, Fae people, we are not being unauthentic. We're not being, fake. We're just trying to make everybody happy. That is our goal. We want people to have a good time. We want them, even if it's at the cost of our own wants. If we say, yeah, let's go to this restaurant, and that we don't like that restaurant, we're just trying to play to the crowd. And, everybody needs that. And if you want to call us on our crap, I mean, yeah, that's true to your type, but be sure to do it on a one-on-one setting, and just understand we're not trying to be inauthentic. We're just trying to ensure that everybody has a good time. That's the biggest goal. We just want the group to have a good time. So we are also Nights, the Nights that say me. We care immensely about others. And so not only that, but we actually know how to improve others' lives. So yeah, as kids, we were probably pretty bossy. Immature ENFJ can be pretty pushy in trying to get people to do things their way. But in actuality, it's because we understand that how to make your guys' lives better. And we want your guys' lives to be better. We care so much about you guys. Like, we don't even know you. I don't even know, any of my subscribers. And I love you guys so much. That's the whole thing, is I just want to make your guys' lives better. I want you to be happy. Truly, completely, and perfectly happy. And I know how to do that. I don't like taking no for an answer, but because I'm just a little bit more mature. Not, honestly, I have the brain of a 10-year-old. But I do understand that, sometimes people just need to learn it on their own. I know sometimes I need to learn it on my own. And we need to fall in order to pick ourselves back up again from time to time. But if we can convince you to do things the easy way, we will convince you to do the things the easy way. Because that's definitely preferred for anybody, right? Okay, so say, extrovert sensing. Sorry, I have to switch positions here. My foot's falling asleep. We're very aware of the world around us, and it's very sensory details. So if we're stressed or if we're overloaded, which can be very likely, especially if your ENFJ is turbulent, go outside. Go outside. Take a big, deep breath. Be out there for as long as you need to be out there. Go for a walk. Just stand there and listen. Seriously, just go outside. Have your ENFJ go outside. And they'll come back a whole new person. They'll be able to, recuperate a lot faster. We're also Haigh, introverted thinking, kind of a filter. And it ensures that, our thoughts are, so those of us who do have anxieties, guess what? It means that your fears are actually logical. It's not going to be some random, I don't know. So one of my friends told me that she was constantly afraid that a plane would crash into her house. I mean, the chances of that are really, really low. And the thing that I'm afraid of, which I don't really like to bring up very often, maybe later when I'm feeling a little better, actually very, very, very likely where I live. And, it's very common. And I hate that. I hate that it's so logical that I'm afraid of that. It sucks. But all of the thought processes of an ENFJ is going to have logic to it. Thinkers, those of you whose, ties are way up here rather than way down here like an ENFJ, there is a logic to how we think. It may not seem like it because we feel so much, and usually when we're trying to make an argument, we're basing on others' feelings or our own feelings, but we do have a logic to it. There's a logical explanation to us getting to the conclusion that we got to. So we're not, total dunces. We're pretty intelligent. We just also tend to be a little emotional. I hope that this kind of helped you guys out and helped you understand what your ENFJ goes through and what they need. I'm not kidding on those fluffy animals. I tell you what, I found a puppy party at a pet store a long time ago, and it was like the best thing ever. So if you aren't going to get a pet, do that. Taking care of your ENFJ, being able to be there for them and let them take care of you, but to a certain point, your relationship with that ENFJ is going to grow and it's going to expand and it's going to be so much better than it was before. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and thank you for being you.